take a big deep breath in, expand those ribs, and then breathe out. Nod your chin down to your chest, draw the belly up just slightly and roll yourself down towards the floor. Shoulders are relaxed, head is dangling heavy. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, stack your pelvis up onto your thighs, roll your spine up one vertebra at a time. All the way up. And we're going to do 3 more like this. Take a breath in, breathe out, chin nods to chest. There's just a gentle drawing in of the abdominals. So it's almost like you're rolling up and over a little fence. Inhale at the bottom. Your legs are as straight as they can be, but not locked in the knees. And then breathe out as you stack. Pelvis rolls onto your thighs, and then each one of your vertebrae rolls up one at a time. 2 more. You're just taking note of any tightness through the body. I'm going to finish with these as well. So just let me, have a think about what your neck is feeling like, what the left and right side of your back, if you're tighter in your mid-back, upper back, neck or lumbar spine, or even are you tight through your hips? 1 more. Breathe out, roll all the way down. It's always nice to do something at the start and at the end so you can tell if there's a bit of a difference. Okay, then you're going to take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. So even a little bit wider than your shoulders. I want you to imagine now that you're squished in between 2 panes of glass. And as you breathe out, you're going to come down into a squat. So you're going to send those knees outwards, and it's almost like you're trying to send them back and away. And then come back up. Bend down. And lift. As you bend, feel like you're pressing the knees outwards, trying to get the inside seam of your pants towards the ceiling. Then squeeze your butt as you lift. Lower and lift. Down and up. Little backwards pull of your pelvis, so we're going into a slight posterior tuck. And up. Knees back and down. Knees back and down. So you're feeling that outwards rotation of those thighs. 3 to go. Down and lift. Down and lift. And now you're going to hold it down and you're going to do little pulses here. 3. Pelvic floor is lifting up from underneath. 5, 4. Send those knees backwards. 2, 1. Come all the way up. Can you feel your blood flowing already? Come halfway down or come down to that low point. You're going to lift one heel and put it back down. Other heel and lift. Tuck your pelvis, lift and lower. We're going to alternate sides. Can you get a little lower? Up, down. Feeling that burn in the thighs yet? Little connection through the tummy. 1 more. Both heels. Lift, lower, lift. Lower. 3, 2, 1. Hold the heels and pulse. Pulse. Squeeze your bottom, squeeze your tummy. 3, 2, 1, and stand up. Give your legs a little shake. You're now going to bring them into a little Pilates V. So your heels are squeezing, toes are apart. It's not as wide as first position if you're an ex-ballet dancer. So imagine there's a little piece of pizza in between your feet. Squeezing your heels together, your hands can be on your waist or out to the side or out in front, wherever feels normal. You're just going to come up into a calf rise and lower back down. So again, there's just a small amount of connection, not bracing. Good, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Up, down. Good. If you just joined us, we're just doing some calf raises. We're going to do 5 more. Up, down, up, down, lift, lower. Now bring your feet to parallel. You're going to take one heel up and leave the other one down. Switch and lift the other heel. So you come up and down. Now as you're doing that with your feet, I want you to just think about your pelvis for a moment. Try and keep your pelvis nice and still. So we're not doing a prance, we're doing a calf rise with the pelvis lifting and lowering. So there's a little bit of abdominal work just to keep that pelvis nice and stable. Up and down, warming up through the feet and through the ankles. One more on each side. Now you're going to squeeze your feet together, come up onto your heels. Now you can use a wall if you need to. Then, again, imagine your back is up against a pane of glass. You're going to squat down, squeeze your knees, and lift. Keep the heels lifted, down, and up. I'm just going to come off my squishy mat because it's throwing me off my balance today. Lift, lower, and up. And then heels down. Lift the heels, squat, lift, lower the heels. Lift the heels, squat, stand, and drop. 3 more. Lift, lower, up, and down. Lift, lower, up, and down. Last one. Lift, lower, up, and down. Okay, from there, can you come into a lunge? So I'm going to take my right foot forward, my left foot is back, left heel is up in the air, and when you come down into that static lunge, make sure that your knee is in line with your heel at the bottom. Then your arms are going to come up like a little window. You're going to press the arms out and come back in. Press the arms out and in. So now what I want you to focus on is connecting through those bottom ribs so that you're not flaring out as you press those arms back. You have to work the tummy more and more as you press your arms back behind you. Press. Can you drop a little lower in your lunge? Press. Send that top knee outwards. Press. 3 to go. 3, 2, 1. Come up, change the leg. So make sure you've got a wide enough stance so that you can send that back knee straight down, but the front knee stays behind or in line with your front ankle. This time, your arms are going to go up, and now you can let yourself do a little bit of extension. And then down. And then up, and down. And reach for the ceiling, up and down. Almost feel like there's a light shining out of the top of your cleavage that's shining up the wall and back down. Shine it up the wall and back down. Beautiful work. Drop a little lower in your lunge and down. Up and down. Last one, up and down, and come out of that position. Come to the back of your mat now. You're going to roll down and come into a plank. So take a breath in, feel grounded through the feet. So the big toe, little toe, and heel are even points of weight. Nod your chin towards your chest, roll your head down towards the floor. Bend your knees a little so your hands come down, and you're going to walk out for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, squeeze your butt cheeks, pull your tummy up. 3, 2, 1. Drop down onto your knees and then lower all the way down so that you're lying down flat on your front. Your hands are underneath your forehead, so you're in like a little diamond position for your forehead to rest in. Take your legs just about as wide as a mat, or just a little bit wider than your hips if you're just lying on the floor, and press your pubic bone down into the ground. Take a breath in, lift your belly up and away from the floor, and then release it. So we're just using gravity to feel your abdominals a little bit more. Lift, connect through the front of your body, and then release. Lift, and then release. So there's a little bit of butt activation as those tummy muscles lift you up. So we're getting that support in the pelvis. One more just abdominal lift. On the next ab lift, I want you to lift your head, neck, and chest up and away from the ground as well. So when you're here, I want you to reach through the crown of your head towards the wall in front of you. And now try and lighten the weight that your arms are pushing down into the ground. So bring the work into the upper back Abs are lifting from the front. And then rest. And again, inhale, lift up. So it's like you're trying to reach your head as long as you can. Oh geez, Tash, that makes it hard. Good, lift the head, neck and chest. And rest. 3 more like this. Lift the head, neck and chest. And back down. Lift. And back down. Last one, lift and hold. Now bring your hands down by your side and I want you to lift your arms up towards your feet. Try and get them up as high as your butt. Draw your shoulders back towards one another and draw your chin into your throat so you've got a little bit of a double chin. Press those legs down into the ground. Hold for 3, 2, 1 and rest. Come up into extension again. This time you're going to press the arms up to the ceiling for 1, 2, 3. Good. Pull the tummy up. Press the pubic bone down. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold those arms. Reach your fingertips towards your toes. Can you get any higher off the ground? Really work into that upper back. Keep pulling your belly up and pushing your pubic bone down. Reach. Stretch those arms. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Rest your arms underneath your head now. We're going to work the butt and the legs. I want you to push your pubic bone into the floor, engage through the whole front of your leg and lift your legs off the ground. And then rest them down. Pubic bone presses, abs pull up, lift the thighs and legs and feet off the floor. And lift. And lower. If you're getting crampy feet, just flex your feet. Lift and lower. Squeeze your bottom, pull the tummy up and down. 3 to go. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Last one. Lift. Hold the legs up. Now lift your head, neck and chest. Reach your arms off the floor by your side and I want you to beat your legs up and down like you're swimming. Tummy pulling up from underneath. 3, 2, 1. Start swinging your arms as well. Trying to keep your torso as still as you can. Good. 3, 2, 1. Rest everything down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and press yourself back into a child's pose or a rest position. Take 5 lovely big deep breaths there. Every time you breathe out, feel like you relax just a little bit more into that stretch. Two more breaths. And then can you walk your hands over towards the left, stretching out through the right hand side of your body. As you breathe in, try and expand the right hand ribs. Feel that stretch through all those intercostal muscles. One more. And then back the other way. Now we're going over towards the right. Still let your head rest down. Now you're breathing into the left hand ribs, please. 2 more breaths there. And then you're going to come and sit up on your butt, sort of about halfway on your mat if you have one, so your feet are at the end. Hands go behind your knees. And before you go anywhere, I want you to find the length through your spine. So the tendency is to sort of sit in this slumped forward shoulders position, but I want you today, imagine there's a string out the top of your head, grow nice and tall, take your hands so they're parallel to the floor, and then as you breathe out, you're going to roll backwards. Feel your pelvis rolling underneath you. Belly button is pulling back towards the spine. Inhale to that halfway point. Exhale, draw the belly button, pubic bone towards the belly button. Come all the way up and over, fingertips towards toes, and then sit up nice and tall. So you're rolling your spine, trying to get that low back to open, and then reach up and over. Create that curved shape through your spine. Hold the curved shape and then lift it upwards. Then sit up tall. 3 more like this. Roll back. Hold that curved shape and bring the whole curve upwards. And then up tall. Good. 2 more. Roll it back. Inhale. Exhale. Draw it up. Sit up tall. Last one. Roll back. You're going to hold it back there now. I want you to pull your right leg in towards your chest and put it back down. Left leg and back down. Keep going. Lift and lower. Pull your pubic bone in towards your belly button. So you're trying to tuck your pelvis underneath you using those low abs. Lift and lower. 3 on each side to go. Last one. Up and down. Up and down. Can you roll back a little bit further and hold? 3, 2, 1. A tiny bit further. So your shoulder blades are just touching. 3, 2, 1. And then let your head, neck and chest rest down on the mat. Bring your hands. You're going to interlace them. Pop them behind your head. Feet are flat on the ground. As you breathe out, draw your left and right ribs together and then feel like your rib cage moves towards your pelvis. Eye line is just skimming the top of the knees and then lay back down. Lift your head, neck and chest so your arms are working to lift you. So you shouldn't get too much of a strain in the neck. Lift head, neck and chest and back down. Lift head, neck and chest and back down. What you want to look for if you've, I think all of you have had kids, make sure that you're not getting any doming through the abdominals. So you want to feel like it's hollowing out through there and back down. Lift and lower. 3 to go. Lift your head, neck and chest and down. Lift and lower. Last one. Up and down. Take one leg to tabletop. So I'm going to take my right leg to tabletop. When you lift, you're going to take your left shoulder. So we're going to go opposite the body. Left shoulder to right knee. And back down. And left to right. And back down. 3, 4. We're halfway there. 4 to go on this side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time, you're going to take the leg out to straight. So you can either be up towards the ceiling, out at 45 degrees, or you can hover it just off the floor. So it depends on where you're at in your level of strength. Take it out to straight, and then you're going to pull it in as you lift, and then straighten as you lay back down. Pull it in, and straighten. Pull it in, and straighten. 2 to go. In, and straighten. Last 1, and straighten, and bring the leg down. We have to do all of that on the other side now. So this time right shoulder goes towards left knee, but the knees stay down. And lift and rotate, and back down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 3 to go. 2. And last 1. All right, lift the leg up to tabletop. Keep going. You've got 8, 7. Try and lift the left shoulder even though it's the right one that's moving towards the leg. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the leg out to straight, so you either go up to the ceiling, out at 45, or just hovering off the floor. Lift up, pull the leg in, and then straighten. Pull it in, and straighten. So focus more on lifting your shoulder to your knee, rather than pulling your knee backwards. 2 to go. Do 5 of these. Last 1. And rest. Now, bring your hands down onto the floor and straighten your left leg. So push your left heel into the ground. I want you to take your top leg either to tabletop or to straight. Turn your leg outwards so your inside thigh seam is sort of reaching straight back behind you. You're going to circle your leg down and around and up. Down and around and up. Now, the leg is moving, but that's not where all the work is going. It's everything that's not moving that we're really working here. One more. So the hip is staying as still as you can. Torso is anchored to the ground. Change directions of your circle. 1, 2, 3. Good. Really press that opposite hip down. One more. And then bring that leg down. Push it into the floor. Take the other leg up and turn it out. Can do this with a bent leg as well. It's totally fine. Press everything down into the ground that's not moving, and then take the leg down, out, and back up. Down, out, and back up. Abdominals are engaged to keep that opposite hip nice and still on the floor. Hands are pressing down, so you're getting a bit of back of arm work. Change the direction of the circle. Good. Working everything that's not moving. 3, 2 to go. 4, and 5. And bring that down. From there, you're going to roll onto your side, facing me. Your bottom hand is underneath your head, and you're going to have your bottom leg bent straight out towards the camera with your shin parallel to your back leg, which is your top leg rather, which is straight. Bring that top hand down in front of your chest. Lift your underneath waist, and you're going to press yourself off the floor. And then back down. And then press and lift. Press and lift. Working through the back of the arm and the shoulder. Press and lift. 3 to go. Lift. Good. And lift. And last one, lift. Now bring that bottom arm so that you're up on your elbow. Keep that bottom leg where it is, and that top leg is going to go up and down. Up and down. 3, 4. Now you can either have a flex foot or a pointed foot, I don't mind. I just want you to focus on lifting those bottom ribs. 2 more. 2, 1. Hold it up there, and we're going to hold for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing it forward, flex and bring it back. Point, bring it forward, flex, bring it back. Again, we're working on what's not moving just as much as the leg that is moving. Underneath waist is lifted, those bottom ribs are pulling upwards, tummy's pulling forwards. Good, 2 more. Last one, forward, back, hold. We're going to circle 1, 2, lift the underneath waist, so pulling out of this shoulder. Change directions, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, bring the knee in. You're going to touch the knees together but lift the foot into the air. Then touch the feet together but lift the knee. Touch the knees, lift the foot. Touch the feet, lift the knees. Down, up. Keep lifting the underneath waist. Down, lift. Are you feeling that in your butts yet? I hope so. You're all on mute, and I can't see from here if you're grimacing yet. 3 to go. 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Give that butt a little pat. I felt it, and if I felt it, I'm assuming you all felt it too. Flip over onto the other side. So we're going to start bottom hand under the head, bottom leg out in front, top leg out straight, top arm in front of your chest. Press the leg down into the floor, the top one, and then you're going to press yourself away and come up and back down. So we're working through the side of the body and the shoulders. And lift, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Up. 3 to go. Lift. Keep reaching that leg. Up. Last one. Up. Bring your bottom elbow underneath your shoulder. Lift those ribs. Top leg is going to go up and down. Lift and lower. Gently draw your skin away from your t-shirt, so you're drawing those abdominals in to keep you nice and stable. Up and down. 3, 2, lifting up out of that bottom shoulder. Hold the leg and we're going to bring it forward, flex and bring it back. Point, forward, flex, back. Point, forward. 5 minutes to go, ladies. Forward and back. Forward and back. 3 to go. Lift out of that bottom shoulder. Draw your ribs away from the ground. Keep that leg hip height. Hold the leg. Circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change directions. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 10, 9. Lift out of that bottom shoulder. Lift those bottom ribs away from the floor. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee. We're going to do those knee foot taps. So knees touch, foot lifts, and then lift. 2 and 3, 4. These are a killer. Don't know why. 5, 6. Internal, external rotation of the hip. That's probably why. 3 to go. 8. Lift out of that bottom shoulder. Lift those bottom ribs up. Last one. Hold the whole leg up. 10, 9. Keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Give that side a little tap. You're going to roll onto your backs. The leg that you just worked, keep that foot flat on the ground. Take your other ankle in front of your knee and then reach through and pull the leg you just worked towards you. Pressing that knee, this bent leg, pressing that knee away from you. So you can do that with your elbow. Let your head rest down. And then just gently relax into it. Draw your chin in towards your chest. So you're trying to create length through the back of the spine. And just breathe through there. You got 10 breaths. Every time you breathe out, try and relax all of the muscles that have tensed up when you've gone into this stretch. Breathing, breathing. Good. We're nearly done, ladies. You can go back with the rest of your day very, very soon. 3, 2, 1. Change legs. So your ankle's in front of your knee. Pull that leg in towards you. Ooh. Now we do have a tendency to go towards the easier side first. So you might find this side's a little bit more challenging. Just breathe. Every time you breathe out, just try and pull that leg towards you a little bit more. Give yourself a tiny bit more stretch. 3, 2, 1. We're just going to do one little arm thing and then we're going to do some roll downs to finish. So you're just going to come and sit up nice and tall. You're just going to take your arms up. Again, feel like you're growing tall through the crown of the head, and then just make sure that the weight of your body is over your hips. Often when we sit, we lean all the way forward, so we're sort of more in the knees. Get that weight back over your butt, arms up, and you're going to bring them forward and open. Forward and open. 3, 4, 5. Hold them out and circle. 1, 2. Really reach them far away from each other. Change directions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up to the ceiling and down, up and down. As your arms go up, don't let your shoulders go up. Try and keep your shoulders where they are. Allow the shoulder blades to move. 3 to go. 2, 1. We're going to do the whole thing again. Forward and forward. 3, 4. Good. Grow nice and tall. Feel like the head is just floating up towards the ceiling. 3 to go. 2, 1. Arms out. Circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to the ceiling and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo, did you feel that in the shoulders? Come up to standing for me. Feet are hip distance apart. You've got even weight through the big toe, the little toe, and your heel. Take a big breath in, and then as you breathe out, nod your chin to your chest. Roll all the way down towards the floor. Inhale at the bottom, and as you exhale, stack your spine. Roll up. We're going to do 2 more of these, and just feel how different it feels. I feel a lot more loose through my body. Chin to your chest, roll down. My legs feel a little bit stretched out as well, so I can get a little bit further to the floor. Take a breath in, breathe out. I'll actually get my chin onto my chest without a big strain up through my neck. 1 more breath. Roll down. Big breath in down the bottom. Let your head and your shoulders really hang down. Let them keep hanging as you stack your pelvis onto your thighs, vertebrae one at a time. Stack one up on top of the other until your head stacks right at the end. And then you're going to take a big deep breath in and a big deep breath out. And you are all done for your Thursday morning Pilates class.